Shalom. I'm going to give all the praises and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Machakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. I'm your brother, Rabbi Knapp, coming out with a lesson. Lord's will, this is edifying to the Lord's elect. Now, I'm going to do a ride and edify, and kind of go from there, man. And really just want to get into having that mindset of getting put to death, and thinking like that, man. Okay, there's a scripture that says, a wise man thinks about death, KJV. Not death, like death of hearing. Death. It's bringing me to Ecclesiastes 7:4. Let me grab that real quick. It says, the heart, which is your mind, of the wise is in the house of mourning, but that's not what I'm looking for. It talks about how a wise man often thinks about death. Bible verse that says how a wise man often thinks about death. And that's the precept it keep bringing me to. Maybe I read it in a different translation. Let's look at the difference in translations. Ecclesiastes. Let me bring this in the Bible Hub. And I'm just trying to show that it's a wise thing, man. I might be doing too much. Ecclesiastes 7:4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of pleasure. Okay, so you mourn something when it dies. Okay, but I'm trying to think of a different, it's not giving me any other Bible verses. What else it says. It's giving me other precepts, but not, I forgot. Let me see. Let me read the precepts. Ecclesiastes 2 verse 1. I said to myself, come now, I will test you with pleasure. Enjoy what is good, but it proved to be futile. Meaning life is vanity. That's not what I'm looking for, man. Let me get Bible Hub parallel. So let's read that in the NIV. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Oh, it's in the NLT. It says, a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. And that's exactly what's wrong with people, man. You're not thinking about death, man. So Ecclesiastes 7:4 in the NLT is what I'm thinking about. You're not thinking about death, man. Man, I be having dreams of getting put to death all the time, man. Yeah. And that might not even, that don't really mean that's what's gonna happen. It's just, your mind is prepared for that. You can't have a mindset that everything's gonna be all right, and then when it's not, what do you think's gonna happen? The way you thought failed you. Oh, the Lord didn't save me. I must not be one of the elect. And you ain't getting your mind right, man. You got to read scriptures like Revelation 2:10. They shall cast some of you into prison. Be faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. All right? So some people are going to be met with that. Some people teach that, like, none of these things are going to happen. You're going to get beamed up. You know, they'll bring up precepts like, you know, the righteous only think of good. Yeah. That applies too. You, of course, we think of good. Everything is good. Even if you die, you're good. But you want all the sweet and not the bitter. You gotta eat the bitter, man. This is bittersweet. This word ain't like, I don't know what y'all think this word is, man. And death is better than the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You can be getting put to death, but you got the victory and you're sitting on a chariot in a brand new body, waiting to come back and destroy the heathen, man. What? It's like you respawn mad quick, like the video game or something, man. You in a chariot in a new body with everybody else ready to go. Like, oh, they think they got me, but you really got the victory. No matter what this devils do, you need to be prepared to win. That's it. So let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 7:4 in the NLT. A wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. I ain't thinking about having a good time. It tells you in Matthew 24. As the days of Noah were, they were eating, drinking, and giving into marriage. Why would you want to do the same things in the days of Noah? In a wicked and perverse world. That's what's wrong with these people. That's why iniquity is abounding. You ain't saying nothing about what's going on because you want to have a good time. You don't want to be the party pooper. You know? Let's read the Berean Standard Bible. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Same thing. NLT is the only one that says it. This is the Amplified Bible. The heart of the wise earns when it is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is senseless in the house of pleasure. So all of them pretty much say the same thing. Oh, what's this? Good News Translation. Someone who is always thinking about happiness is a fool. A wise person thinks about death. Yeah, I think about death, man. I think about going to jail and getting locked up for the word, man. You know, especially all the things I be saying. I be calling this nigga a dog. Talking mad shit about people who wear hats smaller than mine. Just so the elect can get built up. Shit, I might not make it. And there's a possibility of that. But hey, let the Lord be praised, man. The greatest feeling in the world, man, letting the Lord be praised. That's all that matters. He died for us. Come on, man, to give you this opportunity and you don't want to use it. He told you you're ashamed of him, he's going to be ashamed of you. So I'm not ashamed. The scriptures also talk about your sword. He that holdeth back his sword from blood, cursed be he that holdeth back his sword from blood, roughly paraphrasing. I ain't holding back my sword from blood. Esau get offended, good. You're going into slavery. You're going to get burned up. You know it. He knows it's true. I'm going to grab a couple more precepts. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for a sad countenance is good for the heart. Yes, sad countenance is good for the heart, which is your mind. You want to have it just as equally as I'm thinking about salvation and all this good stuff is just as much as I'm thinking about death and getting put to death and famine and all of that shit, pestilence. And then, you know, I fear and I tremble at the same time. I rejoice in, like the scriptures tell you to be like. Let me grab that in Psalms chapter 2. Psalms 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye kings of the earth. Serve the Lord Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. I'm going to end it there. Shalom.